Right now, there are three great enemies that want to defeat you. They want to keep you from living into your purpose, fulfilling your potential, and climbing the mountain that you're meant to climb in this season. And in this video, I want to share how to break through those by understanding who the enemy is and then really what you have to defeat it. The first enemy is distraction. Distraction is going to take you away from the vision that's inside of you and cause you to focus on lesser things. You know, it's one thing to have a goal. It's another thing to do lesser goals that are easier, that feel like, well, hey, I can't live that. I can't write that book, can't start that company, I can't fix that relationship, but I can do this lesser goal. I can read this on my computer, whatever it is. But right now, your distractions are trying to get your focus away. And when your focus is lost, well, then you're just going to feel like, well, I'm doing something. And you probably are doing some really good things right now. I mean, of course, the enemy of the great is the good. We've all heard that. But the enemy of your real goals is lesser goals that are easier. And so how can you get your focus back and defeat that enemy of distraction? In the Bible, it says that without vision, people perish. Actually, in the original language, it says that you cast off restraint, meaning you just kind of drift here and there and you do whatever because I'm not going somewhere. But when you get a clarity of the vision in front of you, the vision of you thriving 3 years from now, of you actually living into what you're meant to do, of your company fulfilling that big dream, of your nonprofit doing what it's meant to do, you're going to cast off the things that are distracting you and focus. And clarity brings a way to draw us forward. So sometimes the best thing we can do is actually pull back and not be distracted in order to get clarity on the vision inside of you, and then let that pull you forward. So number one enemy, distraction. Number two enemy is actually more of an internal one. It's diminishment. It's diminishment. It actually comes from the French word diminuer, and that means to make smaller, to make little. And most of us have the potential to make ourselves smaller. And that may have come from something we heard when we were a kid. You're not so smart. You're not that strong. You're not that creative. Or we've told it to ourselves. Who am I to do this? Who am I to fulfill that? And so we diminish. In a series some years ago, there was this character who was the mini-me of Dr. Evil. And he was this little bald character who really looked a lot like him, but he was smaller and in a lot of ways more insidious. You and I have this mini-me that is not us, but really wants to control us and wants to diminish the very identity that we really have. At the core of all that we do that brings a breakthrough is the answer to this question: who are you really? Who are you? If you can answer that with, I am an overcomer, I'm a resilient person, I am one who makes a difference in this world, I am one who fulfills my potential, then you can defeat that diminished you enemy. And you hear it all the time. I hear it all the time. I mean, I struggled with depression for so long because the mini-me kept saying, you're a failure. Look at you. You'll never do anything. People don't like you. People don't listen to you. Look at you. You're a failure. When you hear that voice, there's a way to combat that enemy, and it's with, is that true? No, it's not true. I may believe it's true sometime, but when you combat the diminished you with the real you, and maybe even hear God's voice saying, hey, you are created on purpose. You are loved. You are one who is an overcomer. Well, then you can overcome that enemy called diminishment. So number 2, it's diminishment. Number 3, it's delay. Delay. It's putting off till tomorrow. Mañana I will do it. I'm going to take action. I'm going to start in that process, but I've got too many things going on right now. Back to distraction. And so delay is the part of us that feels like we don't have time. Well, maybe we really do have time, and we need to overcome that voice of fear that says you don't have time. Delay is going to cause so many good things from happening. So when you're ready to climb that mountain, you go, there's the mountain, and I am going to take the first step. I'm going to overcome the delay. I work with people all the time who are like, I really need to build this company. I really need to grow my sales. But right now, I'm really in neutral. And so what happens is we kind of stay in this place that's not fulfilling our potential, that's not a breakthrough, because we don't take the first step. We all know that a 1,000-mile journey begins with the first step, but the delay factor is going to come into your voice and come into your mind and say, not now. So what if this is the time? In the book of Esther in the Bible, Esther is told, what if you were born for such a time as this? With all the change going on in the world right now, with all the things happening, what if your time isn't next year? What if your time isn't someday? What if your time isn't 5 years from now? What if today's the day? Today could be the very day you take a step. You write that first chapter. You write that first sentence. You stop the delay and you move it forward. The enemy's going to say, hey, you don't have time to do it. Wait till tomorrow. Don't delay. And I will just be that voice for you today. So 3 enemies. Number 1, it's distraction. And you can defeat distraction when you decide to focus. Number 2, it's diminishment. You can defeat diminishment when you hear the voice that says you have what it takes, and you defeat that voice that is the mini-me. And the number 3, delay. You defeat delay by simply taking the next step. My goal in making this video is to see you fulfill your purpose and flourish. Not out of anxiety, not out of fear, but out of climbing the next mountain, getting to the top, and being amazing. I want to see you on top of that mountain. That's why I filmed this here. Today is your day. Don't delay.